Hello and welcome to the DMI webinar, the Dental Marketing Institute. My name is Stefan Ryback and I'm here with my friend and colleague, Dr. Craig Lessinger. And the title of our webinar is How to Get 80 to 100 New Dental Implant Leads Per Month and Turn Your Practice into a Money Machine. What this webinar is all about is for dentists who want and who need more patients. If you're a dentist and you want more patients and you need more patients, well, this webinar has been specially created for you. It's also been specially created for dentists who have a practice that is on the verge of collapse, or maybe dentists who feel like they are on the verge of collapse, and also dentists who want and need their practice to generate higher revenues. There's a lot of problems facing the dental industry right now, and some of those problems are, very frankly, the economy stinks, your fees are stagnant, your overhead keeps going up and up and up. Insurance companies, we all know the insurance companies are out of control. And another major problem facing the dental industry is that dental practice collections are down around 20%.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are starting to work more days. They're working longer hours. They're getting pulled in multiple directions. You know, when you're the business owner, you have to wear multiple hats. And I know all dentists are really highly stressed out. And most people are probably operating in fear right now because the economy is just in the tank, so no one's really knowing what's going to happen next. You know, I know a lot of my colleagues are having problems getting new patients. And I think that's happening for a number of reasons. Probably one of the main reasons, they're just not marketing the right way. Their marketing's unfocused. They have lousy marketing. They're probably marketing in the wrong media, or what most guys are doing, they're not marketing at all. They think it's time to pull in the reins and not spend money, and that's probably absolutely the wrong thing to do right now.
Well, there's also some challenges that are compounding all of these problems. People want to fix their teeth, but the cost of dentistry is absolutely positively scaring them away because of what's happening economically in this country. Also, the pool of patients who can pay full price for dental services, that pool is shrinking. The number of patients, the number of dentists who are vying for these high-paying patients is growing. And so the net result is that patient acquisition costs are absolutely positively skyrocketing.
I think one more thing, people are only looking for patients who are paying high fees. So that doctor who's doing that, you know, I think that's a recipe for just going out of business right now.
So what is the answer, ladies and gentlemen? The answer comes from more questions, and some of those questions are as follows. Did your practice take a big hit when the economy crashed? Did your practice take a big hit when the banks stopped lending, and that meant that your patients were no longer able to draw on their home equity loans to pay for expensive dental procedures? And did your practice stall when all of these home equity loans dried up? Did you spend a ton of money on a new laser? Did you spend a lot of money on a digital x-ray machine? Maybe you spent a lot of money on a CEREC machine. I
did all of those things.
You did all of those things at your
Yes.
practice.
We spent a ton of money on a new laser, and that brought in a few patients. You know, we spent a ton of money on the CEREC machine, and it's a nice little toy, but it's very expensive, and it's just not dragging the people in like we thought. So, you know, we bought all this technology. We're trying to bring in more people, and it worked to a point, but nothing like what we're doing now.
So maybe you became addicted to antacids after the money stream started coming in your practice. Maybe that stalled. So maybe you got addicted to antacids. And maybe there are some dentists on this webinar this evening who feel that they are doomed, that things have stalled, they are doomed. Well, if you have been experiencing these issues, these challenges, these problems, if you've had the feeling that maybe you're in a very tight spot with your practice, our question is, are you open for some new ideas and ready? Are you really ready to put these new ideas into practice?
Yeah, I think we have some great ideas. How would you like to get 80 to 100 new dental implant leads a month?
just incredible. Think about that. What would 80 to 100 new dental implant patients, leads and patients do for your practice every single month? How to make your dental practice generate more business in 6 weeks than the average dentist produces in 1 year?
You know, I don't know about you, Stefan, but I love vacation. So how would the dentist out there love to take 12 weeks of vacation a year and still have their practice produce about 2.8 million a year annually? How to get new patients in the door with all of them pre-sold on the most expensive procedures that you have to offer.
Also, how would you like to get new patients to arrive at your office with large checks in hand, gladly ready to pay you? How would you like to massively jumpstart the profitability of your dental practice without having to hire any new staff and without you having to work more hours or more days? But before we get to the answer, you're probably asking, who the heck is the Dental Marketing Institute? Who is Craig Lessinger? Who is Stefan Ryback? Craig Lessinger, we are proud to say, is dentist extraordinaire, and I am the alleged marketing genius. Craig, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Dr. Craig Lessinger. I've been practicing dentistry over 20 years. I've been aggressively marketing my practice for over the last 10 years.
And one more thing, his patients love him, and Dr. Craig looks great in the scrubs. My name is Stefan Ryback. I'm blessed to have spent over 30 years in the media business, including radio, television, print, interactive, sales, and marketing.
Yeah, well, and Stefan has a little secret. Back in the 70s, he used to have a big afro haircut.
And it looked very, very good, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you very much for sharing that, Craig.
He didn't want to put his picture on the webinar, even though I begged him.
Not the picture with the afro. But in getting back to a more serious nature, our advice, the advice from Craig and Stefan, is this: if your dental practice is headed in the wrong direction, then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to change direction and time to go in a new direction.
Yeah, so what is the new direction? The new direction is not about you, the dentist. So you don't want to market about yourself. You don't want to market telling everyone how many degrees you have. You don't want to market telling people about all the great new technology that you have in your offices. You probably just want to market about one thing and one thing only. And we're going to tell you what that is in a second.
The new direction has everything to do with hyper-focusing your dental practice on a fast-growing, yet still developing and still under-marketed niche. Now, this niche is a product or service that a lot of dental patients want and need. So if you smart market this product or service at a sweet spot price point, the net result, ladies and gentlemen, is that you will win big. Now, what is the niche for you and your dental practice? Well, first, allow us to tell you a little bit about our company's niche, and it is as follows. The Dental Marketing Institute, DMI, we specialize in one thing and one thing only, and it is this: helping dentists make a dramatic leap forward in their practice. DMI will show you how to find your niche, how to rapidly increase the number of new patients coming into your practice, and how to dramatically improve your profits quickly.
And all right, drum roll please. And that niche is dental implants.
Now here are the facts in reference to dental implants. Right now, over 30 million Americans are missing all their teeth in one or both jaws. 15 million people in the United States have crown and bridge replacements for missing teeth. Only 10% of all U.S. dentists place implants. Now, that number is increasing, but it's still a very small percentage of dentists that are actually placing implants. And here's the real kicker. The estimated U.S. market for dental implants is $1 billion with a B, $1 billion.
Yeah, so a couple more facts about dental implants. As we all know, the population is aging, so that will drive dental implant surgery for many years to come. There's a strong growth in implants driven by the increased awareness of dental implants in the U.S. And people are understanding dental implants really is the choice of replacing your missing
It's the
tooth
way to go right now.
It is the way to go and will be for the foreseeable future. U.S. dental implant category is expected to grow by 10 to 15% annually. I don't know what else in dentistry is going to grow that much.
It's a staggering number.
Yeah, I don't think anything else is growing in dentistry as dental implants. So that is just a recipe to stimulate your profit potential.
Now, what is the sweet spot price point? The sweet spot price point, and this has been well researched, well tested by both Craig and I very, very extensively. Hope you're sitting down for this. The sweet spot price point is $19.99 per implant. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, geez, what about my hard costs? Craig and I have a way for you to minimize your hard costs with implants.
Yeah, we can show you a way to get the implant, the abutment, and the crown for probably about $425. But let me just stop right here at this point and just say one thing. Most people are going to be worried about us dictating what you're going to charge your patient. But you have to realize one thing and one thing only right now. When we go out and advertise for $19.99 implant, we say as low as. You have to realize there's going to be bone grafting, there's going to be sinus lifts. If you have multiple implants and multiple units, you can charge more money for those because it's going to be harder to fit that bridge over multiple abutments. So don't get caught up on $19.99 as every implant for every person. No, that is just for the slam dunk. Someone comes in with 4 miles of bone and height and width, and you put the implant in 15 minutes and they're out the door. So it is just, that is what we're using as like the loss leader to get them in.
Yeah, it's the hook.
That is the hook. You know, so every implant, just at the cost that we said for $425, is going to gross you a profit of $1,574, which is not bad. And we're seeing about an average of 4 implants per patient. So if you can do those 4 implants at one time, that's grossing you about $6,296. So that is not a little bad sum of money if you can do that in and out every day, maybe 2 or 3 patients a day. Okay?
And as you just alluded to, Craig, most patients need more work over and above the implants. So the $19.99 price in the marketing is quoted as low as $19.99, and so that's just for the slam dunk implants. But as we just stated, most patients need more work over and above the implants.
Yeah, I mean, most people need a lot more work. You're going to talk about they're going to have gum disease. They're going to have crowns that they want to replace. A lot of people get some implants and now they want to fix their whole smile. So we're doing more veneers, more crown and bridge. We're doing root canals. We're doing perio. We're doing about every last thing that we have to offer the patients. We are doing it, and we're doing it in multiples. So this is just not about dental implants. That's what we're advertising for. But the doctor has to realize everything else that we offer in the office is being presented and being bought by the patient. And the great thing is we're not discounting those fees. Those are full price. So whatever your full price for the crown is, you're going to get it. So in our office it's $1,100, you know, and that's what we're getting. And people are fine with that because if they add up all their costs, we're still become cheaper than everyone else in the market. And, you know, since we're fair with the price with the implants, they just feel that all our other prices are fair.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still with us so far, and we certainly hope you are, what we're saying is that we are presenting you with a phenomenal opportunity based around marketing. Massive success with the Dental Marketing Institute system is based on outstanding marketing. Now, what is outstanding marketing?
Hey, Steph, let me just stop you for a second. A lot of people... We just hit them with the $19.99 implant, and a lot of people are typing right in right now asking questions. So if you guys just hold off a few minutes, we will start answering some questions as the webinar goes along. We just want to get through this little quick part here, and then we'll start answering some questions.
A lot of questions coming in, so thank you for sending those in, and as Craig said, we'll get to those in a second. What is outstanding marketing? Well, let's first state what outstanding marketing isn't. Outstanding marketing is not a college course. It's not an ad in a telephone directory. It's not some random newspaper ad. It's not fancy brochures. It's not silly doodads. It's also not flailing with a pretty website or search engines or mobile marketing or SEO and SEM. All of those play a role, some a very minor role, some a little bit more of an important role. But what the DMI system is really all about is a very powerful combination of traditional media, which we define as radio, television, cable, and direct mail, combined with new media, and that would be internet and web-based marketing. And what we do is we use a well-tested, highly proven marketing system that drives traffic, meaning that drives potential implant patients for your practice to a website that collects contact information from these dental implant leads. And what happens is these leads are then marketed to via a well-crafted email campaign that educates these potential patients on dental implants and reinforces the sweet spot price point. Now, what we'd like to do at this point in time is tell you about two markets that we've worked with. One of them being right here on Long Island with your practice. So Long Island, New York, your practice, before we began the Dental Marketing Institute campaign, you were averaging 5 to 6 implant leads per month at about $4,000 per implant performed.
Yeah, correct. That's how much we were charging. And,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
With the DMI campaign, what happened?
Well, as soon as we started using the $19.99 price point, we are now getting 80 to 100 leads per month.
Staggering difference.
Yeah, and I don't even know why we put 80 in there, because it's been over 100. Now we're up to the 100, 120
per month.
Per month. We're seeing about half of those people as consultations. I mean, it's just been insane how many people are coming into the office. People really need this service, and they really need it at this price point. People know they need implants. They want the implants. But when they get prices of $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for one implant, they're just blown away. They just can't imagine. You know, they think 4 times 6, that's $24,000. Where I'm going to get that money? Then they hear $19.99 and go 4 times 2, and they get $8,000. And you know, they can probably work that out somehow. And we have a way of getting them financed, which we'll talk about in a little while anyway. So let's go on to our second market that we went after.
Next market, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right there in the heartland of America. We worked with a dental practice that before we came in with the $19.99 implant marketing system, they were averaging 4 to 6 implant patients per month, not really doing a lot of implant work, but they wanted to expand. And in the very first week with our marketing system, week number 1, we generated 32 implant leads in good old Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So we're very confident that if it can work in New York, it can work anywhere. If it can work in the middle of America, it can work anywhere. And the interesting thing is both your practice and the practice in Milwaukee, you were getting implant leads from out of state.
Yeah, and that's the most mind-boggling thing, is that people are hearing us from Connecticut and New Jersey, and so we have leads for people who want to join from Connecticut and New Jersey already. We can get you those leads. We've got people calling Milwaukee from Arkansas, Oklahoma. It's just been insane. I mean, the great thing about the Milwaukee market was we got 32 implant leads in a brand new market that we've never been to Milwaukee.
Never been to
Stefan.
before.
People were calling on the phone, desperately wanting this services. We actually, in 1 week, we got 12 consultations booked for that office, and that is just amazing. 12 patients. So if everyone just got one implant, that's $24,000 of new business in 1 week.
That's right.
So times that out by 4 and then by 12. So what are we looking at?
It's an unbelievable number.
It's over $1 million worth of business. And you know what? That's if everyone got one. And I can guarantee everyone on this call tonight that you're going to average a lot more than one implant per person.
Plus all the additional services.
Yeah, and who knows what else they're going to need. And plus, what's the lifetime benefit of that patient? $3,000 to $5,000, $6,000?
So ladies and gentlemen, if a patient in your market, in your town, in your area is interested in dental implants, what is going to make them come to you first? How can you get these patients to think about you first and come to you for implants? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is not about you or your dental degree. It is about providing patients with the product or service they want at a price they're gladly willing to pay, and using a very unique, very innovative marketing system that will generate more leads for you than you've ever imagined.
Yeah, well, let's, people keep asking questions. So we just got a nice new question here saying, will it work in my area? Well, I think we just proved that it works in New York, which is the #1 media market.
Very tough media market. Very hard to cut through the clutter in New York, and we did it in New York.
Right, and then we did it in the Midwest, in Milwaukee, and people were jumping all over that offer for $19.99. So I think that is proof right there that we can do it in 2 markets. Plus, we're getting people all over the country asking just from how sometimes we wonder, and they're finding out about our offer from Arkansas and from Oklahoma and Jersey and Connecticut and just upstate New York and everywhere else. I know we got some from Chicago, and so we're all over the place. If you're a doctor and you have a city that you want to conquer, I am sure we're going to do it for you, and you will get more patients and make more money than you ever imagined.
The opportunity is right now. The opportunity is right now. The second question is, I'm currently marketing my dental practice in the Yellow Pages and the newspaper. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, I think we all know that the Yellow Pages is dying. Newspaper subscriptions are way, way down. The newer generations do not go and look for stuff in the Yellow Pages anymore. They're going online. They're reading their news online. So if you're spending your money on Yellow Pages and newspapers, it's time to think of something different.
You might want to think about something else like 1999implant.com.
Exactly.
One of the other things that we want to touch on in this webinar is we have a system that can help get 100% of your patients financed.
Yeah, 100% of your patients financed. That is just amazing. And everyone's like, oh, that's impossible. But no, it's not really impossible. We have a company that's going to do it for you. And here's the great thing about them. They are going to be like your financial manager or your front desk financial person. So that you're going to have your staff call them, give them the information, and they're going to go out and search for the companies that will finance that patient, and match them up to the credit score that they have. So right there, your staff is going to be working a little bit less, and you're going to finance more patients. So that's a win-win for everybody.
All right, let's cut to the chase a little bit. Let's talk about the options that the dentists on this webinar have. Let's just be very open and honest about the options. You do have the option to do nothing. You do have the option to work longer and harder. You have the option to be one of the 95% of the dentists in the United States who never save enough money to retire, or turn your dental practice into a money machine, because the Dental Marketing Institute, Craig and I strongly believe that your dental practice should be a vehicle for you to make great money and have a great life.
Yeah, so if you're ready, really ready to join us on a wonderful journey, this is the time to do it.
Well, if your answer is yes, and we certainly hope that your answer is yes, then we invite you to become a marketing partner of the Dental Marketing Institute. Now, what does your partnership with DMI include? Well, Craig and I have over 50 years combined in the dental and multimedia fields. So that's a lot of years of experience, a lot of background, a lot of knowledge that we can offer you between what Craig and I have learned in our respective fields, and also working together. Craig and I have spent over 10 years working together on advertising, testing, retesting, and development as it pertains to dental marketing. We also offer a professional analysis of your dental practice and its standing in your specific media marketplace. One other thing that we offer is what we call a SWOT review, SWOT, SWOT review, and that takes a look at the strengths of your practice, the weaknesses of your dental practice, the opportunities, and also the threats to your practice. We also offer participation in the 1999implant.com website, and that will be exclusive to your trading area. Also, the 1999implant.com email series, which will be 100% customized for you.
Let's talk about people like, what does that mean? Well, that means after someone goes on to 1999implant.com and leaves their email address, their name, and their phone number, they will be receiving over the next month a series of 10 emails telling them how great dental implants are. And at the end of each email, obviously, is going to be your office's number,
contact information,
and they will be able to contact you. And so for the people who straggle along and procrastinate, this is how we pick up people on the back end. So we get quite a few people after 3, 4, 5, even 10. On the 10th email, they finally like, okay, let me call, let me get the consultation, let me see what this is all about.
Now, Craig, just take a couple of seconds to explain, why is it 10 emails over 30 days?
Well, because studies have shown that people will only buy from you after you contact them maybe 6 or 7 times. So you want to build a relationship, and that's exactly what we're doing. This whole system that we have is building a relationship with the patient. So after they opt in, they go to a thank you page. That thank you page is customized for your office, so it'll probably have your office manager's name on it, and then they're going to be talking to the patients through the next email, and then after that they'll see more emails, and one will be from the doctor, another one will be from the receptionist, so they feel like they already know your office. So a lot of people call, and they ask for my receptionist, whose name's Jeanette. They go, is Jeanette there? So they actually feel a connection, and that is just a very easy way to start selling stuff when people feel like they belong to your practice already.
Partnership with us also includes new patient lead generation from 1999implant.com, professional copywriting and production of your marketing pieces. That's what we do. Effective placement of your marketing via the buying service that we offer. Marketing is not just putting stuff out there, it's putting the right stuff out there, accurately placed.
Well, we're doing a lot of radio ads right now, so if you think you can go out and buy radio ads efficiently as we do, or putting it on the right stations, the right time. I mean, when we first did our Milwaukee market, the people said, well, radio doesn't work in Milwaukee.
Funny, yeah.
Well, we proved them wrong, because they were putting ads on their favorite stations, not the stations that would help people who want dental implants.
Right.
So we know what age group is looking for the dental implants. So Stefan will go out, check out that market, find the right stations to fit in that market.
There's a science to it.
Yeah, and also, he's a shrewd businessman, so you're going to get a lot for your money, because he'll be able to negotiate the best price for your practice.
I'm a pussycat. You can hear that right now. Virtual receptionist service and call tracking service. You want to take a couple of seconds to explain that?
Let's talk about the virtual receptionist. So when your practice is closed and people get an answering machine, it's been also proven that 80% of those people will hang up, not leave a message, and not call back your office. So we have it set up that when people call the number for the 1999 implant, it will go to a live operator who will answer in your practice's name, and they will basically collect the information from that patient. So the patient feels like, okay, I have contact with the office. We could even have them set up an appointment if you want at that time. We'll get into that more later. The next thing we do, which I think is by far the most important thing you're going to ever do if you're marketing, is to track your marketing. So when people call your office, well, first they'll opt in. They'll go to your thank you page, and then they will receive a dedicated phone number specifically for your practice. And then when they call that number, all those calls are recorded and tracked.
Very powerful.
By our call tracking. So you will be able to know what person called, how long they called, the phone number, in case your staff loses that information. You don't have to worry about that anymore. It's right on the website. And also, it will let you know if your staff is answering the phone correctly, because we know a lot of times they're not. And the last thing that we're going to give you is what we talked a little bit about before, is the 100% patient financing service. So those 3 things right there will just explode the amount of people who will be able to afford and book appointments for your service.
One of the other questions that has come in, and thanks again for your great responses. Hey, Stefan, hey, Craig. Do you guys just do dental implants? Well, dental implants is the hot market right now in the dentistry field, but we also perform additional patient education and lead generation services for other very lucrative dental services, including gum disease, sedation dentistry, braces, Invisalign, cosmetic dentistry, and general dentistry. And if we may say so, ladies and gentlemen, working with us is an outstanding value. If you were to price all of this out separately, Craig and I consulting with you, our services would be $3,000 per month. Your territory fee for 1999implant.com would be $3,000 per month. The advertising agency service, which we provide, would be a minimum of $3,000 per month. Virtual receptionist, the value of that is $1,000 a month. Call tracking value, $500 a month. Landing page, autoresponder, another $500 per month. Additional patient education and lead generation service, the value of that is $1,000 a month. So the value of what we're providing just in the services that Craig and I give is $12,000 per month.
Yeah, well, that's just what you will be saving, $12,000 a month, if we were going to charge you that fee, which we're not.
Right.
But what people really have to understand is that this wasn't just something that we whipped together and
over the last couple of days.
No, this has been going on for 10 years. We've been testing the ads. We've been testing price points. We've been going through different development. I mean, we spent over $100,000
just in the last year.
Yeah, just trying to get this system perfectly organized, and we are there now. We think we are right on the cusp, because we are getting those 80 to 100 to 120 new dental implant leads a month for my practice, and it's going to be for your practice as soon as you join. And what's the value of that? I think that's going to be priceless.
Your investment. Dental Marketing Institute fee is $3,997 per month. However, as a special on this webinar, instead of $39.97 per month, the monthly DMI fee is $29.97 per month. And as we get towards the end of this webinar, you'll be able to click on a link that brings you to a shopping cart, and you can place a secure order on that shopping cart to reserve your area. And of course, please keep these discounts in mind as you contemplate whether or not you're going to be a DMI partner, because these special discounts are being offered through this webinar right here, right now only. We also want to talk to you about your marketing investment. On average, your marketing investment averages about $99.97 per month. I do want to say, Craig and I do want to say, that your actual investment may vary because advertising costs do not have a fixed price across the United States. Some of the key factors include the location of your practice, the population of the area where your practice is located, media prices, they differ from market to market, the time of year that the marketing is conducted has an effect on price, as do various market conditions. And very frankly, the most important part of this entire equation is your goals. Ladies and gentlemen, the dentists on this webinar, what are your goals? How many leads do you want? And what is the level of your desire to dominate your marketplace, to be the dentist and the dental practice that people go to when they want dental implants?
When you dominate your market, you will be making more money than you ever imagined. That's what we're doing on Long Island. We're dominating. That's what we did in Milwaukee. They're dominating, so just pick your market. Let us know what city you're in, and we'll have you dominating your market. And the money that you're investing will look just so minute, because you will be making at least 10 times your money back.
Well, here's the thing. A bargain is not what you pay, ladies and gentlemen. A bargain is what you receive in return. So we respectfully ask that you consider being in partnership with the Dental Marketing Institute. We're almost at the end of the webinar, but we thought we'd take just a couple of minutes for you to listen to some of the actual patient calls that have come in.
Yeah, it's amazing how motivated these patients are.
They're ready to roll.
You know, on some of our office, we say you have to be one of the first 50, and we got people going, I hope I'm one of the first 50.
One of the first 50, yeah.
We have other people saying, you know, I just got all my upper teeth pulled. How do I get all my teeth back? I know I'm going to need a lot of implants. What's a lot? 5, 7, 8, 10, whatever it may be. We get other people going, I need 4, I need 3. It's almost like an auction, you know. They're throwing numbers out, and we're like, just counting them, come on in.
Yeah, they're responding to the marketing, and then they're retelling some of the marketing points back to the receptionist. So let's just take a couple of quick minutes right here so the people on this webinar can hear some of the actual calls that have come in. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Chanel. I heard your ad on the radio, and I went to your internet site. I'm interested in the $19.99 dental implants. Dental Implant Center, this is Jeanette. How may I help you?
Is this the dental implant advertising on the radio? I want to get a little information.
Yes,
So
that's
what does 1999 mean? I mean, 1999, that's for upper or lower? Well, now, how many, I have nothing on the upper, so usually how many implants is that?
Well, we have a free consultation.
Hello, Laura. We are one of the 50, I hope, for the free dental implant consultation. Yeah, and we need to know some information on that. And, yeah, thank you very much. And we've got the printout here.
How can I help you?
Ma'am, I have a couple of questions about dental implants.
Okay, how can I help?
You probably haven't heard that before, have you?
Right, and now the implants that we do here are like the single implants, so it would just be like a single tooth. So I don't know if you need more than one.
I need 2.
Okay. You know what? The best thing is probably going to be for you to come in, have a consultation. It's a free consultation. We'll take some x-rays and...
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed those phone calls and just
Very interesting, right?
Yeah, just see the motivation of the patients. I mean, they're ready to go. They're ready to buy. You know, we've educated them through the email series. You know, we got them at the sweet price point that they've been looking for. Mm-hmm. They want this. They need it. They're ready to go. I hope the doctors are ready to go, because now is the time to make that commitment to your practice. You know, we did it in my practice. I am way over $1 million over from what I used to make. Milwaukee in 1 week has got 12 consultations, which we're saying the minimum is $24,000. We know it's a lot more. We know it's probably $40,000, $50,000 that we're going to make from that one.
We have a very high level of confidence in this program. We do want to mention very quickly that the discounts mentioned in this webinar are a limited time offer for webinar participants. So do not wait, ladies and gentlemen. 1999implant.com is coming to your market. We invite you to act now before your competition does.
What was that thing the lawyer wanted us to say, Stephanie?
The lawyer wanted us to say that everything that has been discussed on this webinar is copyright 2012 Dental Marketing Institute, LLC. All rights reserved, and no portion of this webinar may be reproduced without our express written consent. How did I do?
Great. Before we go, people, don't wait. We don't want you to lose your market. So right now, if you have any questions, we're going to be here answering emails at support@dentalmarketinginstitute.com. Again, that's support@dentalmarketinginstitute.com. If you have any questions that's going to help you make a commitment to buy into this system, please go to your email right now, shoot us a message, we'll answer you. If not tonight, and we're going to stay up as late as possible until the coffee runs out.
Uh-oh.
So just send us your questions. We really would love for you to join our system and our company, because we really want dentists in this country to start making the money and having the time off that they deserve.
One more thing. Click on the link that brings you to the shopping cart. Click on the secure order form to reserve your area for the Dental Marketing Institute. We are just so thrilled about being on this webinar with everybody this evening. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your effort, your positive response. A lot of great questions. Sorry we couldn't get to them all, but we are very excited about the possibility of working with you. And please remember that the discounts that we mentioned are for this webinar only.
Yeah, and thank everybody who spent their time with us tonight. I hope that we gave you some great information. I hope we gave you the motivation to join us and to really bring your practice up to speed, making that great money that you always dreamed that you wanted to make in your dental practice. So, hey, from me, Dr. Craig Lessinger, have a great night.
This is Stefan Ryback, and on behalf of Craig and myself, we once again want to thank you for participating in the webinar. Thank you so much, and we do hope to speak with you very, very soon. Bye.